So I'm gonna keep this on the list for those days when maybe I want to stay closer to home. Good morning, everybody. Mike from FisherMN here. No real fancy start today. On some new water close to home. Kind of on that holiday weekend protocol. It's a busy Labor Day today. We're gonna get out for a couple hours and we're gonna see what we can catch. Let's go fishing. There's the landing. So we're gonna try for a landing monster here. I'm already looking ahead and there's a nice point up there that I think we're gonna wanna hit a couple of times. Once right here before the sun comes up, and also as the sun is up. Oh, there we go. All right, I don't think the fish felt it. All right. Love this setup. There's a point, there's a little bit of wind coming this way. I'm gonna fish all the way up to it and think that on the point there's gonna be the biggest fish. But maybe we'll catch the biggest fish on the way up to it. Got all kinds of little points sticking out here too, so let's see if there's some fish set up where they're supposed to be. I noticed this point when I was back at my car, just getting my boat ready. I kind of glanced out here and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one. Well, let's see. Kind of fishing right behind it right now. And then we'll get some, as I like to say, prime casts in there too. Tied the whopper plopper onto the, tied the choppo onto the jig rod. Alright, so I've got a bass. We'll hoist the first one in. Alright. My net was kind of backwards. Good fish. Nice start to the day. Let's do some measuring today. Look at that, sun's just coming up. I'd say this guy's 16 at least. What do we got? What do we got? Oh my goodness. We are just touching 18 inches for our first fish. Great start. Got a nice sunrise bass. Look at that. Said that a few times this summer, so lucky. Let's get this sunrise bass back in. And yet another lake with a frog bass. Love it. The area looked too good to not have at least one fish. Now the question is, are there a few around here? I look back to get my net ready for the next fish. We got the next fish already. All right, smaller guy here. I've been kind of chronicling some fish all year, so I'm gonna make this guy a part of my scientifically not scientific study. So what do we got? We got a 14-incher, so 14-inch bass on this new lake. All right, on this lake, a 14-incher weighs 1.38 pounds. 14-inch, 1.38 pounds. Yeah, that was kind of funny. I thought, oh, I'll get my net ready for the next one. And I heard a clunk, and lo and behold, the guy took my frog. There we go. He kind of showed himself. All right, another little guy. Loving these bass though. I saw him coming from just out a little bit. Ooh, there's another one jumping over there. Sometimes we just get a window of time, and right here at sunup they seem to be kind of getting a little more active. Kind of off the corner of where that one jumped a little bit. Kind of had my eye on it. Oh, what do we got over here? There is a big northern. That was interesting. There's a dead fish floating. And this northern came up like a shark and looked to be attacking it. I know that there's some big northerns in this lake, so whew, the lake is waking up. Oh, there we go. Ever get the feeling that you're being followed? That was the northern that followed it in. So I slowed it down and he took it. All right, we've made it to the other side. Let's see how far we can get in and fish these lily pads. Alright, coming over to the calm side. Not the chunkiest fish in the world, but man, they're long. Let's see, we got an 18. Let's add this guy to our measuring. We got 16 1/4 to add to our winter project. Let's see what a 16 1/4 inch bass weigh here. 2.33 pounds. 16 1/4, 2.33 pounds. All right. Nice fish. Let's see if we can find a few of those around here. Got a nice little calm area. A little break from the sun right now. Take some more time with the topwater here, and then I think we're gonna have to figure out maybe some mid-depth stuff, maybe a chatterbait. It's hopeful on that other shore. I stopped, got a 16-incher right off the bat. Keep throwing it till we put it in front of one. Seems like the ones that have seen it today are biting. fish on. There we go. I'll get this guy in. All right. Another frog bass. Another long and lean guy. All right. We shall measure and add them to our total. What have we got here? Another 16. In fact, 16 and a quarter. All right, another nice fish. Like when those frog bass stay biting later into the morning. Had a little dry spell, tried another shore, got a 16-incher. Came back here, got another 16-incher. Biggest fish of the day, 18 inches, coming up right over here. Didn't really check out back this far in. There's almost a ring around here. I wonder if I could get all the way through there. There's this clear channel all the way through, and in days of higher water, I think this would be great back here. It's be a little shallow right now. 2.7 feet. Guessing if we're gonna pick one up, it'll be when we start coming out. We'll throw a few casts in here just in case. Maybe take one more swing in front here. See if we can get another frog bass or two to bite. And explore some more of the lake. What a beautiful day. It's gonna get hot this afternoon, but for now, comfortable, catching a few fish. Life is good. It's what we do on a new lake, isn't it? We fish the obvious, and this just looks like obviously there could be some bass around here. But as that sun comes up, and we got to start fishing below the surface a little bit, we got to figure out the contours and the depths. And well, for now, we'll see if we can get some more obvious fish. All right, coming up on a new side of the lake. Super interesting. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say no lily pads. I didn't see any weeds until just right now. Got a little bit of shade over here. We'll fish in comfort. See if we can find something under these branches here. That's why the frog is great. Let's try this. Got 2 feet and a ton of weeds. Seem to be a defined edge. So maybe there's some fish hanging out right where those weeds cut off. All right, home stretch. Gonna start fishing our shore that's been most productive and heading towards the landing. Got 3 nice measured bass in the boat. Looking for 2 more, but we have caught more than just those 3. Still looking for one of those big northerns that are in here. Let's get something going. There we go, there's one of those northerns. Saw a flash. Oh, off by the boat. That's all right. Got to fight him. Did not get him in. Just trying to find a level where the fish are feeding. They've got to be somewhere. All right, this is the 3rd time past these lily pads, and I'm hoping that now that the sun's up. Oh, there we go. There's a good northern. All right. See if I can get this guy in. There we go. Beauty. There we go. Stayed down right away, and I was hoping it was a big old bass. But at this point, Nice to have some action. Second decent northern in a pretty short time. Get the original white chatterbait on with a Skeet Reese power bait trailer called The Deal. Investigated most of the lake, but this is the side that had the most action. So of course, this is where we're going to finish up our day. Kind of scares you when you haven't had a fish on in a while. It's kind of pulling like a northern. There we go. Wow. They are not little tiny northerns in this lake. All right. You know, you get kind of lulled to sleep with empty casts, and then boom, that guy hits. Nice. That's 3 nice northerns we've hooked. Got 2 in the boat. White chatterbait seems to be doing the ticket for the northerns. There's a fish. What we got? Oh, we got a bass on the board. Alright, not quite the measuring kind. But there we go. Alright, got a few more casts coming in here. There's the landing. Maybe we'll call it a reverse landing monster if we get one. Brand new lake to me. Pretty close to home. I think it's got some potential. The northerns are pretty decent size in here. Not getting 1,000 little 12-inch northerns. We're getting some pretty good ones when we get them. So I'm going to keep this on the list for those days when maybe I want to stay closer to home. I appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.